already screwed up? Alright, we're gonna start over now. What's going on, guys? Today is Tips and Tricks number 7, I think it's number 7. It has to be number 7. But, today I think what I decided to do is, long overdue, I should have done this way earlier, is a tips and tricks for the, what's it called? The Skyguard, because I see a lot of players being idiots with it. Now the footage is going to show the average Skyguard player, but this is going to be when you're all, like, in the footage, I have, like, about 5 Flak friends with me, and we owned almost everything. But, this is going to be, like, by yourself, and all alone, and you're the only Flak versus multiple Liberators, basically. Now, the first thing is, this is quite simple, is when you're going to actually be utilizing this method. You can really utilize it anytime, but especially when you're all alone. This is the main time you're going to be utilizing these tips that I'm going to be giving you. This is the main time you're going to be utilizing them, is when you're all alone and you're the only Flak versus maybe a couple air or something like that. Now, the main uses for this is not to necessarily kill air. I do not feel like that's the proper goal if you're the only AA around. That is definitely, I feel like it's definitely not your goal to be killing the air, but more to be a distraction and to give them something else to shoot at and deter them away. I feel like that's your main goal if you're the only AA around. I feel like that's your main goal, because what you're doing is you're giving vehicles, hopefully vehicles, and mainly your friendly infantry to move around freely as they wish, and they can pull heavies with you as well to get rid of the air if you want to really kill it. But those are the main goals, I feel, if you're the only AA around. Now, what you're doing in this, I still haven't explained any of the part where what you're gonna actually be doing, but the thing you're trying to do is get the lib pilot or ESF pilot a mentality that they have to worry about you, because if they screw up, they're done. It's just a simple fact. Now, I'm hoping to scare them, get them to worry about me more than killing armor. Yes, they can make an easy pass and kill your friendly armor, but if they do make a pass, they're going to leave themselves wide open if they don't have an easy escape route. So that's what I feel like you're trying to make the lib pilot think about, is more about you than the other armor and infantry, or the other friendly armor and infantry that's around you. I want them to think about the Skyguard that you're driving more about anything else, is basically what I'm trying to say here. And the next part is the loadout. First off is utility slot. You have a choice of iron, smoke, proximity radar, or fire suppression for fire suppression system. Fire suppression is okay for surviving tank bust passes if you are in the open, but I feel like proximity radar is a little more helpful because you are a Skyguard. You can't really deal with infantry too well. You can still kill them fairly good, not easy, but fairly okay. You're not the best at it though. So I feel like having a proximity radar really helps out with spotting light assaults and enemy heavies, stuff like that. Now the next is defense slot. You have a choice of auto repair, vehicle stealth, front armor, top armor, side armor, and mine guard, obviously. Mine guard I'm not going to really talk about much. Now most people argue about top armor, stealth, and auto repair. Auto repair, I wouldn't say it's a big deal, because the way you're going to be using this, how I'm going to tell you to use this, is basically you're going to be in shield and stuff. You'll have time to repair without having to deal with a threat like a lib passing on you. So auto repair, I'm going to scratch that one off. So now you have vehicle stealth and top armor. Now with the tactics that we're going to be using, is not really going to be able to give them a chance to get you on to be able to come at you from the top. It can help with ESF rocket pods a little bit, but really I don't see top armor being really helpful. So I'd say stealth is a really good option. Number one, with it maxed out, you don't get auto spotted by anything. Now they have to actually spot you, but now what that does is that gives the lib kind of a hesitation before going into an area. He has no clue if you're there or not. Now if you already shot at him, he obviously knows that you're there, but he has no idea where you are, because you've hopefully moved. I think you should have moved. Yeah, you should have. But for the defense slot, that is going to be the vehicle stealth for staying off the radar and being a good surprise attack thing. I don't know. Yeah. Now, performance slot, Robo Combat. Okay, I feel like I did vehicle stealth terribly. Vehicle stealth, basically so you stay off the radar and he has no idea where you are. There you go. Performance slot, Robo Combat Chassis, or Racer High Speed. Now, there's certain situations where I'd go with Racer and others that I'd go with Rival. Now, if you're going to use one tactic that I will say, like peeking out of shields and going back in, I'd say Rival's better because you can easily back up fast. But for relocating, Racer is a really good tool. And you can kind of swerve, and it makes it really difficult for the lib to actually tank bust you. So Racer or Rival, it depends on what you are doing. And that leads us into the first tactic that we are going to be using. The main one that we're going to be using is stay around a shield. Basically, tag plant shield, whatever it's called, the base. I'm stupid. Amp station. Amp station shields like that. So like the vehicle shields where things can't shoot through it and enemy vehicles can't come through it. Those shields, get right next to one of those. Basically, be on the inside of it. And when an enemy lives comes over, he has no idea you're there. Vehicle stealth. You pop out, shoot him. Okay, and when he sees you, you can wait until you've taken a little bit of damage, or he's probably just gonna run away instantly. But either one, then pull back and repair. Now, what you've done here is you have made him knowledge of you, that you are there. So, number one, he's going to be focusing on you mainly, other than farming infantry, because he has a worry about you. At least in my mind, that's what I would do, is if a Skyguard was hitting me, that's the main thing I would be thinking about as a Skyguard, because he can wreck you if you do not have composite. He will wreck me. So that's the main thing I would be worrying about, and what would go through my mind is, how can I flank this guy? Well, he's in a shield, I can't really flank him. What do? Go back over there, try to farm again? Not really. Not the best idea ever. I'll probably go back over there and see if he's still in the same spot. And if he keeps doing this to me over and over again, I'm probably not going to come back, because number one, I'm not going to kill him. Number two, it's just annoying to get by flak. And number three, if I do try to farm, I'm going to be left on such low health, or at least half health, by the time I leave, that I'm pretty much an easy kill for an enemy lib or ESF. So once again, going over that is staying right next to a shield, popping out, hitting the liberator, pulling back, and waiting for him to come back again if he does come back. In my opinion, if I was a smart lib, I would not come back. Now, if I forget anything, I'm probably going to put it in the description. I'm hoping I don't forget anything, because sometimes I actually don't think of things when I'm making these commentaries. I actually remember them as soon as I'm starting to upload them, so I'll probably just put it in the description, hopefully. But that brings us to the second tactic, which is keep your butt to a wall. Keep yourself covered. A really good example of this is, basically I like to put myself, not really, kind of sideways, or parallel to, do you know the shields where you're trying to get into a base but the vehicle shield's blocking it? Those types of shields, if they're friendly, you can put yourself right next to the shield, or even inside the shield. Basically what's that doing, well, not really inside the shield because it can hit you on the side. Put yourself on one side of the shield, mainly the one where the pathway above it goes over you. Put that above you. Put yourself on the parallel to the shield. Put the pathway that goes above the shield above you, so it can't hit you from the top. But then leaves just the side open, and put your butt to the wall. Now, number one, it is very difficult to actually one-clip a Skyguard with a tank buster from the side. I've went from the front and got owned. Personal experiences here. Now, if he's running composite, it's a good chance he's going to kill you if he has a gunner. But once again, you're going to leave him on low health after he kills you. So once again, he's an easy target for something else, like an ESF or another lip. But what this is doing is preventing your butt from getting shot at. Your butt is a very important part of you, especially on the ladies, you know, if you get what I'm saying here. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it is, but still. Okay. Basically, this is protecting your butt. Your butt is a really, really critical spot for a MBT or a Skyguard, because you can kill an MBT and Skyguard with a tank buster from the butt. That sounds really weird, from the butt. In about 1 to 2 seconds. It's a little ridiculous. Yes, once again, the tank buster doesn't get nerf, and the shredder. Once again, you can go watch that video if you want to. I'll probably link it in the description of me talking about how I would nerf that liberator. But this is dealing with the current lib. So you're protecting your butt and one of your sides. So all you have to worry about is your and the top, protecting your top. So what you have to worry about is your left side, or whatever side that's open, and that's all you have to worry about. Maybe infantry, but you have proxy radar, so that helps a little bit. That's all you have to worry about, and this is making it really tricky for that lib to kill you. If there's multiple libs, it's not the best spot to be. I just go back to tip number 1 for going in and out of the shield. That's probably the best one out of all these tips. But this is a way to use if you are only around one of those shields. And also, going back to tip number 1, you can also use buildings like towers. You can use those as well if you want. But you can, if there's not a vehicle term, or there's hopefully no one pulling a vehicle, you can put yourself right there in that little spot right there. Basically, they can't hit you from the butt. All you have to worry about is your front, and killing a lib from the. You're killing a tank from the or a tank or a lightning from the front with the tank buster is really difficult. So that leaves just your front to worry about, and also infantry once again. But you have proxy radars, so you should be able to watch out for them. That's also a quick little thing for tip number 1. And tip number 3. Now this is going to be when you have no cover, you're around in the middle of the open. This is when you're going to be wanting to use Racer. Basically, what I would do if I'm in the middle, if I'm in the open, this stealth especially helps with this. Either one, zigzag and move really fast around the area, hopefully avoiding him. But the main thing that I would do is use stealth to my advantage. Hopefully he didn't spot you, but with stealth he has no clue you're there. He has no clue where you are. So you can hit him. He'll be like, where'd that come from? So we'll check his mini-map, and he'll see some relative direction you are from. Or we'll see the flak rounds. Excuse me, I just burped. Or we'll see the flak rounds, and I'll go look for that area. Immediately move as soon as you shoot. Then, with stealth, he has no idea where you are. Then shoot. This is kind of like dealing with a lib in an ESF. Shoot, move, shoot, move. So shoot, move, shoot, move. Racer helps a lot here, and I think stealth is mandatory for this tactic. Basically, you're making yourself unpredictable. He'll possibly never know where you are, unless he uses thermal, and just gives his gunner a shot and looks somewhere. But if you see his like belly pointing up, don't really shoot at him. Just kind of wait until like he points back down, because the gunner has basically a 360-degree angle, so he can easily see where you are. So if he does point his belly up, try to get behind a rock or something like that, so you don't show up on thermal. But basically, that's really what you're going to be wanting to do, is shooting and moving. Use stealth to your advantage, and eventually try to get into some type of shield area and get your butt protected. That's the main thing, is get your booty protected. Yes, ladies, keep your booty protected, because guys like to slap it. No, I'm really crazy today, but but keep your butt, get somewhere safer than the middle of the open. If you want to, you can just use stealth and not even shoot at the guy and run away. Doesn't really matter. Either way to survive. Now you're gonna ask me, what's all this doing? It's creating a distraction. And creating a distraction is a really helpful thing. I'm gonna go over this again. It gives your infantry free room to move. It gives your tanks a little bit of free room to move, not too much, because it can still one-clip you, which is a little stupid. And once again, lib needs to be nerfed. I'm a lib pilot myself, 1.7 mil score, lib. Yeah, I suck. No. Yeah, I'm a lib pilot myself. The lib does need a nerf. Not a heavy nerf, just a nerf. Number 1, remove the stupid composite resistance, nerf the tank buster and the shredder. That's all you need to do, and I think the lib will be fixed, in my opinion. But once again, I have a video on this. You can go watch it if you want. But yeah, that's mainly what this guide is about, is creating a distraction, not killing. Do not say you're going to kill a lib with one Skyguard. You're an idiot if you do, currently. But that's what you're trying to do. Make a distraction, give your infantry and tanks free room to move, and that's basically your end goal. Okay. And now it is possible to kill libs. It's pretty easy to kill libs. Number 1, pull 3 Skyguards. That lib's going to be dead and never returning. Unless he's an idiot. Or he's good and clips 2 of you in 1 row. Yeah, that's kind of sad if he does that. Now I'm starting to ramble, but I need to get back on topic. And one more thing I was gonna say: don't be an idiot. Position is a really, really key thing for a Skyguard, in my opinion. It's not about guns, shooting the thing enough, getting XP. It's about positioning. Your position matters a lot because it's life or death. If you're in the middle of the open, not moving at all, and you shoot the lib, he's gonna come back and shoot you in the booty. Once again, booty, because you know booties are awesome. Oh, let's live by booty. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen if you're an idiot and just stay in the open. You can move around, you're still gonna die though. Unless you have stealth and you're being a super secret ninja swag. Yeah. The main thing to get from this video is position. Put yourself in a smart spot, don't be an idiot, and that's about it actually. And the last thing you're gonna ask me is, but the Skyguard is so boring, oh my god. You're the one who pulled in the first place. Guess what? If the lib's farbing you, you don't have to pull a Skyguard. There's a thing called the or the redeploy button. Like really, you don't have to get farmed by a Skyguard. And people say it happens so much. I actually do play infantry. It doesn't happen as often as you guys really say it does. It does not. It's kind of sad how over exaggerating people say it is. But that's really all I have to say about this. There is a redeploy button. You don't have to pull a Skyguard. If you're gonna pull a Skyguard with 5 libs around, if there's 5 libs around in the first place, redeploy. There's no point in fighting at that base. Like seriously, use your brain. That's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this 16-minute, 17-minute video of tips and tricks with the Skyguard. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. Also, one more thing, I did not mention everything you could possibly do in the Skyguard, but mainly some of the tips and tricks that I have. I don't know anything. I don't know everything. I almost said anything. I don't know everything about the Skyguard. I truly don't. There's probably many more people who know it better than me, but I'm just saying the main things that I think about when I'm playing it and how I use the Skyguard. So that's just a little disclaimer there. So anyways, hope you guys have a great day. Peace out.
Maybe they're all friendly fire kills.
Ah, that was strange.
Oh, well, my hill's dead. Yep, and I'm dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Oh
was
god.
Screaming up that hillside.
Hey, but that's 34k XP in a Sky.